2. Hello, everybody. Welcome back. Off the Menu Podcast, episode 71. I'm with my brothers, my co-host, Tay, Moose.
Hello.
And a very special guest, Clark, part of Dude Guy, Fingerboards, business owner, entrepreneur, big stepper, going crazy. Damn. Wow, good job. Welcome back.
Welcome back, everyone. We're trying a new thing where we're taking turns because I keep getting judged for how I do the intro. So you guys get to see an intro by one of us every time. And you guys will go ahead and comment down below who does it the best. Okay? And then that will be our permanent intro host.
Well, Boo Boo is he's our permanent.
Whenever we get him back, he's on paternity leave.
Yeah, he's on paternity leave. He's
doing, baby. We love you, man.
Yeah.
Good for him.
Yeah. But of course, we got CEO, technical support in the back, Sifu Ying.
I forgot. Sifu Ying.
But yes, welcome back, you guys. We're on episode 71 Off the Menu Podcast. We're excited for this one. This is something that we don't have much knowledge about, but we always loved growing up, right?
Yeah, yes.
The things that you do. And we had the opportunity to meet someone. We actually have known someone that had brought your Facebook page to or Instagram page to us, and literally at a concert. It was at a concert.
Oh, was it at Local Disorder?
It was at Local Disorder.
Yeah.
Shout out to Vic from Nimbus, the boy, dude. This is my brother. But he was like, yo, you guys know who you guys need to get on? I have this homie. He's like, his name's Clark, and he does fingerboards. And I was like, wait, what?
Yeah.
And then he brings out his fingerboard from his pocket. He's like, yeah, dude.
He's like, he makes these wheels.
I was like,
crazy.
Yeah, and he's like, I love this. I was like, yeah. Let me go ahead and see what we can do. And then, lo and behold, I mean, about 4 months later, we finally got you on.
yeah,
Yeah.
finally. Yeah,
Making the
that's my
drive
bad.
No,
down.
you're okay. You're
no.
okay.
Thank you. I bet it was it's a long drive. So
Yeah, it
thank
is
you
a
for
long
coming
drive.
out. So
Yeah.
we appreciate it.
Yeah, thank you for giving us the opportunity to sit down with you and share your story and what you do.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
But yeah, let's go ahead and get into it before we get too excited.
Now fingerboards.
But let's go and start it off. Who are you and what do you do?
So yeah, I'm Clark. I'm the founder and the main wheel production guy for Dude Guy Fingerboards. I started out doing fingerboards. I mean, obviously, like all of us did. Anyone who's into fingerboards, like just with tech decks, like in middle school, was like when I really got into it. But then, yeah, like during COVID, I started messing around making my own stuff. I'm an engineer, so I have like 3D printers and shit, and like I love doing that stuff. So I started like being like, oh, I could like 3D print my own ramp. I'm like, I bet I could 3D print my own deck, and just like starting to mess with stuff. But then, yeah, a couple of years ago, I started making wheels out of old skateboard wheels, so recycled fingerboard wheels, and people got really stoked on that. And so that kind of took off the brand from there. And there's a couple of us now. There's me and Jordan. Jordan's making recycled wheels as well, and then we've got a couple sponsored guys, like a photographer and a videographer. So it's a bit of a team now. But yeah, it's really sick.
How long have you been doing this, or when did you start?
Like the wheels.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I did my first like post where I was like, I'm trying to sell fingerboard stuff that I'm making in like 2021, I think.
Oh, okay.
Maybe it was 2022.
So right after COVID, when you were like messing around with all that.
Yeah, I started out with making decks.
Right.
But there's a ton of people out there actually making decks. Like, so it's kind of hard to set yourself apart as just a deck maker.
Okay.
But I had always been making wheels too, just on the side. I started out with making these 3D printed like rubbery wheels.
Right.
And yeah, and so I was like making those, but then I was like, I saw someone else post and say like, I made these wheels out of skateboard wheels. And I was like, no way. That's a lie. I actually I thought it was like a joke. I thought it was like a marketing thing. And I was like, only one way to find out, got to do it myself. So I just started messing around with it. Yeah.
So how is that process of like, I'm assuming you're drilling out holes, and then how are you like molding and like, so I paint that picture.
I like drill out like a urethane rod, almost like a little cylinder thing.
Okay.
And then I just put it on a lathe and shape it down to the diameter I want.
Right.
And then I got like a little process to get the bearing size just right, because I put a little tiny ass bearing in there too.
Yeah.
So you put a bearing in, and then I shape it just the way I want it, and then pretty much there.
All hand.
Yeah.
Like it's all like,
Yeah.
that's great.
And it's
Half of the
tiny
words
stuff.
you just use, I don't even know what they are.
And I was trying my best to like, yes, this makes sense.
What was the L word?
It's like, have you guys ever seen you know, like they're so satisfying. Like the wood turning.
Yes, there we go.
It's like that, just on a way small scale.
Way
So I'm
small
just
scale,
like, yeah,
and then you're just shaving away. Okay,
yep, exactly.
sick.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then I cut them off, and then I've got a little tiny wheel.
How long does it take you to make a set of wheels?
Like an hour and a half to 2 hours. From start to
Wow,
Damn,
that's a process.
for 4, yeah.
Is it
Yeah,
pretty
for 4
tedious?
Yes.
Since there's such
And-
small wheels.
Like one of the big things I'll do is custom wheels, so people can say, I want this like urethane, I want this shape and size. And so I'm going, and I'm like, okay, I got to make this 7.5 millimeter wheel. And then I'm like, oh, this is 7.4. So I got to start over on that one. Like if I overshoot, you know, I can't put material back on. So like that's a big one that's like tough, is doing the customs, but it's so fun.
How
People get so
often
stoked.
do you make mistakes like that? And how often do you have to like restart? Like honestly.
Okay. How often do I have to restart? Probably one in every like 10 sets. I'll have to like.
That's
go
really
through it.
good.
But
Yeah,
it's usually only like one wheel out of
Yeah,
the
yeah,
four.
yeah.
Right, and you're just gonna one more wheel. Yeah,
Yeah.
okay, makes sense. There's an art to that.
Yeah.
Like that's so sick.
It's
So
it's
sick.
super cool. And like, I don't know if you guys look, but like I actually had I did an interview with another magazine thing not too long ago. And he was kind of like, whoa, you sell these for $55 a set? And I was kind of like, yes. But that's because they're not just fingerboard wheels. Like,
Right.
if you were just buying fingerboard wheels, like $10-20 like for nice stuff.
Yeah.
But like it's also like the process of me going out in the garage and making this.
This is
like-
handcrafted.
It's all hand.
Yeah, this is handcrafted.
Yeah, and I can't like just go mass produce this and I don't
Yeah.
know.
Do you think there would be potential for you to, I wouldn't say mass produce, but like be able to find a way for you to be able to do, you know?
Possibly, but like it
that's just,
totally
like-
takes the heart out of it, right? You
No,
know what I
100%.
mean? Like,
Yeah,
so
yeah.
I've
Like
I've
the
thought
art
about it,
and,
yeah.
like the pieces, yeah.
And I think that what I also told this other person is like people aren't just buying this product; they're also buying like the story of like,
Yeah.
these wheels used to be a skateboard wheel,
Yeah.
and now they're on my tiny skateboard. So
That's so cool.
Down to every element too, because it's like it's used out of skateboard wheels and literal like skateboard decks too.
Yeah.
yeah,
It's like the amount of work that's into that is freaking wild.
Yeah.
And you're the only one doing it too?
no, so that I mean, so there's me and the guy who do it like for DGFB, Dude Guy Fingerboards, and then there's another guy who inspired me. He's still doing it. He's just doesn't have a lot of time, so he doesn't do it very frequently. There's one guy in Ukraine, and then there's a couple come ups that are like starting to kind of make some headway. But for a long time, it was pretty much just 3 of us, like in the whole world doing it.
Where's that guy that you got
The,
inspired from? Yeah.
he's in Arizona.
Okay.
I haven't met him.
You haven't?
But
Okay.
he seems like a super cool dude.
Oh, that's crazy.
Yeah, that's like a crazy craft to like come into and think about, right? Like and most people would think about when they're making something, they would start with the base, right? You did
Yeah.
the fingerboard, and then when you finally saw the inspiration behind it, you thought, man, I can do something like this. And probably your engineer mind was like, I can tinker this, I can make something like make people want it, right?
Yeah.
I'm jealous, bro.
Well, it
that's-
took
that's so cool.
so many failed attempts for sure.
Yeah.
But like, yeah, usually when you think about like fingerboards, you think about those hard plastic
Yeah,
technique.
exactly.
Yep.
And so it is something really unique. Like that soft like ride is pretty crazy. So
Yeah, see, it's such a crazy thing because like when Vic was telling me about, you know, the whole process of like doing the wheels and like having like the real skateboard wheels is like it feels so much better on the hand. And like for us, like for novice people, right? Like
Yeah,
people
we
that don't know much about it, it's like we just use it, we jump, we try to ollie, we try to do stuff right.
Right.
Like whenever we see one, we're just like it's a fidget, right? You play
Yeah.
with it. But like he was like, no man, there's like a whole scene behind this, and like Utah is like really there's a Utah community behind it, and so it's really crazy to see and like hear from you like where the process starts and where you're going with it, because like to understand like that you're sitting there shaving it out like people will do wood art is crazy, and the fact that you have to sit there and be really intricate with what you're doing because
Diligent.
1 second later could make the mistake that you would have to go redo no wheel.
right. Well, and like one of the crazy parts is like I kind of mentioned this, but like I have to try to match it 4 times. I have to do 4
Yeah.
of the same one and have to make them look the same. And it's all just, kind of eyeballing it. I mean, I have like these tools, calipers that I'll like measure every little surface I can. But even still, sometimes I'm like, oh, the bearing is a little offset, or I don't even know. But yeah, it's fun.
Yeah.
And I haven't had any experience with 3D printers. Like when it comes to like 3D printers compared to like how old wheels were made, do you feel like there's a difference really in the two?
You mean like old fingerboard wheels?
Yeah, old fingerboard wheels.
Yeah, because so the old fingerboard wheels, they're definitely like they're injection molded plastic, which is fine, but you'll often see like a little line or like I don't know, like the little marks that just make it feel bumpy from like making it. And it's kind of the same thing actually with 3D printers. But what I'm doing with like the 3D printed wheels I do is I sand them all. So I'm kind of taking like the same thing I learned from the recycled wheels, and I'm putting those kind of on the lathe too, and just sanding them down. So like it's way faster to do the 3D printed wheels because I got the shape there and like all the bearing lock is ready to go. But yeah, if you just like 3D printed a wheel, it wouldn't be that different than a Tech Deck wheel. It'd be pretty bumpy, you know, kind of unsmooth. Unsmooth?
Yeah.
But yeah.
I was gonna say, wasn't there I think Vic was at a competition for fingerboards here, no? Or did he host one?
I was wondering.
Was there?
I don't think he hosted, but they recently just did one.
Yeah, so that's like I would say, so I started Dude Guy Fingerboards, but what I'm more proud of is I actually started the 801 fingerboarding scene here.
Okay.
So like, it was like around the same time I started making my first decks, I was like, there's got to be other fingerboarders in Utah, but like I didn't know anyone. Like my brother was the best fingerboarder I knew, and he was like basically only doing it because I was like, please, like let's fingerboard a little. I mean, he liked it, but yeah, like. And so I was like, maybe if I just start like posting places and being like, Utah meetup. First one, it was like 2 other guys showed up.
Right.
And the second one, it was like 10 people showed up.
Wow.
And then it was like 15. And now we have like hundreds of people that
Really?
come to these. Yeah. So this was like a year and a half ago. And that's
crazy.
like, and Vic will come to those. And
That's awesome.
I'm always hosting, but we do like games of skate where everyone like, you know, calls a trick. And if you get it, you go on. And yeah, Vic is good. Yeah. So is Ricardo. I don't know.
Dude,
you guys have Ricardo on here too?
No.
I don't think so.
Ricardo's one of their homies. I don't can't remember.
That's pretty sick though.
No,
I want to see a league on this.
No, I do, yeah.
Like have ESPN
When's
fucking style shooting.
When's the last
slow
time?
motion commentary? Like he's going for it. He's going for
on
it.
some
It's
X Games
fun to
shit.
watch.
Yeah.
When's the last time you had one like a
So
meetup?
we're doing them every quarter now. Last year we did them every month, which was sick, but they grew
hard.
super fast. And yeah, and it was like, okay, this is actually legit. So
like
we got to
keep
slow
up
it down a little.
Yeah.
So yeah, we did one in February, and then our next one's in May. So,
Where'd you guys do that in February?
so we've been doing them at this place called Space Station. They're like a gaming company.
Okay.
They like host esports stuff,
Oh wow.
but
okay.
they've got a big space, and so they've been letting us do it.
Where's that?
It's up in Layton,
Oh, okay.
so not that far from
Damn.
me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's cool though. Like the place where you can do esports, and
Yeah.
now you're hosting fingerboard competitions too.
Yeah, they've been very supportive.
Yeah.
That's awesome. Yeah, that's so.
I'm just thinking about all the crazy shit people are doing at these things.
But it's so creative. Yeah, like
Uh-huh.
you said, it's just so like who would have thought?
It's
In the
fun.
At the end of the day, like
I remember the first time I saw a competition, I was just in California, like Santa Ana or something. There's all these guys just like fingerboarding. I was
Dude,
like,
it was probably at Slush Cult in Santa Ana. So there's
don't
this.
know. I was
okay,
walking
don't know,
by.
you would know. Yeah, but it was like in an outdoor mall place, and they had like some parks out or something.
I don't know. That sounds like all Santa Monica.
I'm
really
but
bad.
There's,
I
like
was walking
there's just a
around,
big
yeah.
fingerboard
Mhm.
store out in Santa Ana, I think it is. Anyways, yeah.
Yeah, and I was like, what the hell, man? Yeah, it was just like, it was wild. Because we liked doing that in like 7th grade in shop class when it was like downtime before we had to leave to our next class. Everybody would just, because they had the biggest tables. So we're like, oh, shoot.
It's so sick. Well,
it's
and
so
there's like
fun.
the creativity of like making decks or making
Dude.
wheels, and there's like making
So-
obstacles. Like you make
Yeah.
a rail, or you make like a whole park, or like a
Yeah.
rail.
I was going to ask, like, yeah, the setup for like when you have competitions, it's like literally just smaller
Skate park.
scale
Yeah.
skate park.
Yeah.
Yep.
That's wild.
Do you create those as well?
I've made 2.
Okay.
So I made one up by my house out in the woods by Ogden. So,
Okay.
but they're tearing it
Nice.
down. The city found out about it, and they're gonna tear it down.
Oh, what
So
the
we're
hell?
having
Where
like
did
a-
you put it in the woods?
Yeah.
Like on a table or something?
No,
or
it's
like,
on a big rock. So there's another one in Utah, which I'm not gonna say where it is.
Okay,
'cause
right,
Now
fair
we're,
enough.
now we're like hiding
Fair
it. But
enough.
this one's already found out, so
Okay.
whatever.
Okay.
But yeah, so I went to the other one in Utah, which was like an hour and a half away from me. And it's also on a big rock. And it's just like this concrete skate park or like fingerboard
That's
park.
fucking sick.
And I was like, this is so cool. But it's like an hour and a half, and I want to come here every day. So I guess I got to build one by me. So
Well,
yeah.
how are you, like, what do you, how do I say this? How are you building on a rock? Like, what are you putting on there? Like, you doing 3D
You
printing? or
shaving
what
the
are you-
rock?
Like, that's what I'm like.
No, I mean, like I put some rails down, some like metal rails. I
Ah.
put down some like wood to like kind of shape out, or like I built some rock stuff, and then I just covered it in concrete. So I have like a quarter pipe and like a bowl that was kind of already in the rock. It was like already there. It was
Yeah.
so perfect.
Yeah.
And then like I have a rail and like it's sick.
He's
Oh, yeah.
he's an engineer, dude. We don't
dude,
think like that.
But
We
I'm
don't
saying
think like
that's
that.
so awesome.
No, it's just
Yeah.
like Play-Doh though. You
That
just
might
like
be-
you just
yeah.
like put the concrete down.
Smear it, cover it up.
You
Here's
like build a jump right here.
ready to
It's
go.
Like, it's like at the beach with like sand. It's
Yeah.
it's so fun though.
Fucking the
Yeah.
city sees it, it's like, is this a skate park for ants?
Zoo has to be at least twice this size. We're taking it down.
They get pissed. Ah! What the hell?
That's funny as hell.
Ruining it.
So prior to you doing making your own stuff, were you into fingerboarding your whole life, or when did you get into that?
Yeah, I mean, like kind of with any hobby, it came and went. I definitely remember making like slow-mo videos on like the little camcorder that my parents had in like middle school. It was like my tech deck, like trying to all over really high stuff or whatever.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's how it like started. And then I kind of got out of it. And then in high school, I got another one that was like nicer. And then I got out of it again. And then I had a call center job, like a sales job. And I was like, dude, this is so boring. I was like, you know what would make it easier is we should get tech decks again. And so like we got some, and there was a couple of us, this is like 2015, who like would go and we'd do like games of skate during like our breaks and stuff. And so like, yeah, that was like another big time. And then I kind of like lost it again. And then COVID hit. And that's like when it like really started taking off. And I got like involved with like the community and stuff. And people were doing it, made Instagram. So,
Yeah, that's cool. So were you into skateboarding then?
Yeah.
And then that's what got you into doing
Well, I mean, I think that's kind of why I didn't get into it till later, because I didn't get into skateboarding until later.
that? Oh, okay.
So I got into skateboarding in like 2015, around the same time that I like got that call center job. And yeah, it is like you don't have to skateboard to be into fingerboarding, but it sure helps. Like if you know what a kickflip looks like just from watching skate clips or doing it yourself, it's so much easier to translate to your fingers.
Makes sense.
Yeah,
You don't
'cause-
I wish.
flipping shit like, yeah, I just did a hard flip. No, you didn't.
So I played every skate game that ever came out and because I just wanted to, but
Yeah.
I could never do it. I tried to ollie for years and never do it.
You can't ollie?
Yeah, bro, it's weird.
Wow.
Skateboarding is weird.
Yeah.
It's hard. It's so hard.
Dude, when I was a kid, I thought because it looked so magical, I was like, they have magnetics under their shoes.
Yeah, for sure.
I was like, and then my brother was like, no, you stupid. They're just good. I'm like,
It looks like it shouldn't work. And
Yeah.
ollie just like, how does it just stick to the
yeah, bro. But that's why I stuck
That's
to longboarding, so at least I could just stay on.
yeah.
Hanging on for dear life.
I didn't mean to shame you that you didn't know how to ollie. Sorry.
No, it's okay. It's okay. He shames me all the time.
That was embarrassing.
Shut up, bitch. Jesus.
Well, I don't shame you here.
I mean, you shame him here, not here, but you
here.
shame him here.
He doesn't shame me on air.
Yeah.
But he shames me out there.
I would never. You're doing good.
Behind closed doors.
He said you're doing good.
I know he's being sarcastic, but I'm gonna take it.
Moose, we're so proud of you.
Shut up. Doesn't mean anything coming from you.
Why?
Because you don't mean it.
Oh my god.
We're gonna have tangents. That's
That's all right.
So when you got back into it and you're doing stuff now, what is the future looking like for fingerboarding and your business and where you're going? What direction are you guys going in?
That's a really good question. I mean, I feel like every day it changes for me, like what I think it's going to be. I mean, just in fingerboarding in general, I think it's growing a lot. Like, I think there's a lot of like millennial age people who are like, oh, remember Tech Day? And like, I actually have $20 now. I could get a wooden one.
Yeah.
So yeah, like there's a lot of people getting back into it. A lot of like local scenes are starting to grow and more people are going to stuff. So I think it's going to get big. And then also like TikTok is kind of popping off.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
the younger kids are getting into it. So
Yeah.
I think it's growing a lot. As far as like me, where I see this whole thing, I actually didn't even mean to like make a company or brand or whatever it is out of it. It just kind of was like, oh, people want this. So like, okay, yeah, I guess I'll keep making them. And it's just kind of grown and grown. And, you know, there's been more demand for things like whatever, you know, people are interested in it. So I'm like, okay, sure. And it's just grown naturally because of that. So, I mean, I hope I can keep doing it pretty much as long as I can. That's just kind of the goal, is to keep doing fun stuff. But I want to get more people involved because like my time is limited and people want more reels than I can make. So I want to get more people involved just to get more stuff out there, but also because it's like so fun.
Yeah.
It's like really fun to do. It's really fun to like be out there in my garage, like making this stuff.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Maybe you got to host like a workshop.
Yeah.
Have
That'd
like
be sick.
20 people
Honestly.
come learn how to
Yeah,
make their
yeah,
wheels.
have them pay
Yeah.
for a class.
Yeah.
Like, that'd be sick.
That's
Yeah.
actually a way good idea.
Yeah. No, honestly.
Oh.
Yeah, I got
I hear that here. No.
I got 20 fucking seats. Promo down there.
but it's
Mark,
true.
mark the time. Mark the time.
Like when you're in the day and age of social media, you can learn anything. But when you're in a classroom with people and like someone teaches you something you're really interested in, like that's like the perfect moment. It's like, hey yo, like I'm really into this, and like you guys are into it. Let's do this together.
Yep.
Yeah.
Because like the same like for like us growing up, I was really into Beyblading.
Yeah.
And then I saw my first Beyblade competition in person in 2022. We went to Anime Expo.
That shit was wild.
It's crazy. Like, yeah, dude,
Do people build their own
It's like-
Beyblades?
yeah,
Yes.
in
Like a
Japan.
it was like a
That's
6-year-old, like
cool.
an 8-year-old girl versus a grown ass man, bro.
Yeah,
And
at the
just-
finals.
and just fucking
It was
ripping
crazy.
Yeah, it was
That's
insane.
wild.
It's
We're like the
insane.
spirits of the animals and the fucking shit coming out.
on the TV screen, you can see it.
That's sick.
The crazy thing is I did a Beyblade tournament just for fun for my buddy's birthday like 2 days ago.
Whoa.
This weekend, yeah.
We gotta be invited
we
to
did
these
like a
things.
bracket and we like did it. It was so fun.
No way.
Yeah.
Yeah, that would be like one thing I really get back into because like growing up, that's the one thing I really loved, like Beyblading. Because I was like a big guy, so I was too scared to get on skateboard. I was like always gonna injure myself. I remember I was on a bike one time. I flipped over because of the mountain bike and the brakes were too hard and I didn't know. And so I was like scared to do a lot of things. And then
He's like Beyblading though.
yeah, I love Beyblading. Though. That was the one thing.
It's so fun.
Yeah, and then now that we're older, we can actually get better ones because the plastic ones suck.
Yeah, you can build our own with the
Yeah.
metal and all that. Yeah.
Yeah, the
It's
metal
so
ones from
fun
Japan
to
are
like
crazy.
be able
Metals
to
are
kit
crazy.
out something like that. And be
Yeah.
like, oh, I want this really nice version of this thing and this
Yep.
nice version. Like pick your parts.
100%.
I've been planning it as a kid for almost my whole life. I'm still planning it right now. I'm still waiting. Now I have to,
Get your wish list.
now it's not my parents getting in my way. My wife has to be the approval now. So she has to sit there and is like, hey, you want a Beyblade? What is this?
You don't get it.
Yeah,
I
that's
don't
like,
understand.
It's totally a
Bro.
thing. Like just leaning into your like hobbies and toys and not being afraid
Yeah.
to like be a kid.
Yeah.
It's fun to be a kid, but it's
Yeah.
like kind of low key embarrassing sometimes. Like we recently, so like the team, we went out, like all the guys who are like the sponsored fingerboarders. We went out downtown and like made a video and we were like out fingerboarding. And it was super fun to be in a group, but it's still, I'm afraid someone's gonna come up and
Fucking
clown us
5
or
grown
something.
ass
I don't
men
know.
fucking
Yeah.
on tape.
Yeah, we were like on this sculpture and we were like, man.
Somebody
It was
comes
fun,
back
though.
and is like, oh my God.
Yeah. Like break an ankle.
Oh, loitering. That shit's funny.
Yeah.
No, my thing, I want a sword, like a real sword.
What?
Dude, like a katana.
Yeah.
Hey,
I've been telling Maddie for fucking.
So you want a sword fight?
No, I just want a sword.
Oh,
he just wants to
I just
have
want to
it.
hold it. You know what I'm saying?
It's like
a katana?
what is
A
it?
katana?
Like a katana, yeah.
Okay.
In Step Bros, when he has the one signed by Randy Jackson, he's like, check this out. That's
All I
you,
had
huh?
on me was this katana.
It's like, why do you
No.
have a katana?
Am I not gonna get Randy Jackson's autograph?
That's Moose when he sees Batman.
That's so sick.
Dude, Robert Pattinson, man.
You
I would
decide-
get
yeah, if you got to
so-
sign
if I had-
I'll get that figured out. Yeah.
so
Robert
hard.
Pattinson, we need you. Just for one,
Yeah.
just for one like thing, I need you to just
Comment Robert Pattinson.
He sends me a katana. I'm like, oh shit.
or just sign your Batman mask and then send it to Tay though.
Whoa. I don't know why that hurt me, man. What the hell?
He's a big fan of Batman.
I can't help
He
it.
loves Batman.
Respect it.
And I love swords. So yeah.
That's Spider-Man.
And with the going back to the fingerboarding too, with the competition, like where's the level at now? Because I don't know of any like competitions, and what do you think it can be? You think it'd be like on TV or like some crazy?
I think it definitely could be. So there's like the USA Fingerboard League.
Oh,
so
there's an actual US. Okay.
yeah, but the, like actually fingerboarding got really big in Germany first, in like Berlin.
Oh,
So there's like kind of more. They're like further developed over there. There's like more European stuff. But the USA Fingerboard League is like trying to kind of bring it to the United States more competitive and like
Right.
tracking like score or like what is that, like stats and stuff.
Yeah,
you
yeah.
know?
Ah, okay.
So they're actually
Wow.
coming to our next meetup. Like it's like sponsored by them. So it's like a
Crazy.
USA Fingerboard League official event.
For your next,
Yeah, the one in Lake.
When is this?
In
Like, it's
May
in May
25th.
25th. We might have to go.
Yeah, you guys should
that'd
come.
be lit.
We should just go.
Freaking
No, yeah,
Sick.
that'd be sick.
Yeah.
damn.
Because we're trying to build our community and like try to expand and make sure we're actually at these events as well. So I would love to see what
That's
you guys
so
are
awesome.
doing.
Yeah.
It's really cool.
Yeah.
Is there? I'm curious on. I know you mentioned that you started obviously with building decks first. Is there like actual skate brands that are making decks, fingerboard decks?
Yeah, I mean, like most of them don't make their own, but they'll like collaborate with someone who's making.
Oh,
them
cool.
already. So
Okay.
like that
Yeah.
that deck I showed you, this guy Goo Ltd. That's his like fingerboard brand. He just did one with Heroin skateboards. They make like
Okay.
the really big oval shaped decks,
Okay.
and they just made like a bunch of skateboard decks or
Okay.
like fingerboard decks.
So is that something that you would like to do?
No, it'd be so sick.
Okay, yeah. Okay.
I'm kind of hoping that like I'll get in contact with like Spitfire, like the wheel.
Oh,
Yeah.
Wow.
Okay.
And they'll be
fire.
like, "Hey, we have all these blem ones or like unreleased colorways or something." And,
Ooh,
like,
that'd
let's
be
do
so
it.
That was so
fire.
hard.
Like that would be so crazy.
Yeah, that'd be sick.
So like, and nobody's done that yet because
Right.
like recycling skateboard wheels is a lot less common than making skateboard decks. So
Yeah.
or
Yeah.
fingerboard decks.
How
Yeah,
does
yeah.
one even like the coming across a recycled skateboard wheel or skateboard deck? I feel like it's really hard to come by.
Yeah, like-
sourcing is tough.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I don't know how they. Oh no, actually, so I haven't done this for wheels, but at skate shops you can go get like either broken or just worn in skateboards and wheels. So it's like mostly used for like kids who want to get into it and like I only have $5, or actually I think they'll give them for free sometimes.
Yeah.
So like but like shop makers also, if they're like, hey, we're throwing out all these decks, they'll go grab a bunch of decks. And
I remember that. I remember
Turn them
dumpster
aside.
diving. I remember dumpster diving like behind Technique. That was a shop
Yeah.
that's right next to All-Star Lane. So they'd have
real?
a bunch of decks, a bunch of wheels, dumpster
sick.
dive, grab the shit, get out.
yeah, it's just going to the landfill.
Yeah, exactly.
So clutch.
Yeah,
I never knew.
yeah.
I was also too scared to dumpster dive.
I did it
horror
once and it
stories.
was sick.
Yeah.
No, there's a bunch, dude. There's it's grimy as gross as it sounds. There's like if you do it in the right location, there's a bunch of shit.
I know.
you
I
can
just
find.
think
Yeah.
I'm just
Yeah.
scared about being attacked. You know.
Attacked.
We did it at this like Fritos place, and there was
Really?
just like unopened bags of chips in like the box, like cardboard box
Crazy.
sealed up, and the bags were closed. So it's just like a bunch,
I've
a bunch of
seen-
free chips.
I've seen videos, and this guy got an Xbox. Well, when the Xbox 360 was new, but he got one in the freaking Target trash.
Yeah.
I was like, what?
Well,
And it worked.
Did it?
Yeah, dude.
Oh my god. Yeah. See.
Well, people would dumpster dive when I worked in retail. We would come back or like open the next day, and they looked like raccoons got fucking, and it was just shoe boxes.
At least put the stuff back, right?
yeah. I was like,
Put your
dude, you guys
garbage
are- They're
back.
like,
They're eating them.
I was like, wow.
how do you actually source your wheels? Do you do what you just mentioned, like just go to the shops? And
I haven't yet because I've always had so many. So like the first
Oh,
ever wheel
really?
I made,
Oh, shit.
first
Flex.
ever wheel I made was mine. And then second ever wheel I made was my skate buddy. He just gave me like a bunch. All skaters have so many old wheels. Like
Yeah.
if people have been skating for a while, they just have boxes of old wheels because they don't want to throw them away. They don't know what to do with them. So then like when I started doing it, I was like, people would want to send me their wheels and get them like made into fingerboard wheels. And so like I got a ton of wheel, actually probably most of them. And then like a local skate shop donated me like a huge box of wheels because
wow.
they like someone found out. So I have like hundreds of skateboard wheels in my
Really?
garage
That's
now.
crazy.
And I just like pick out the coolest ones. And now at this point, it's kind of too bad because it was nice to like be able to take people's wheels. But now when people reach out, I'm like, what are they? Like, are they
Like,
swirly? Are they cool? No, I probably don't want them.
Yeah.
Like, I just have too many. So
has any like professional skater hit you up or like to do their wheels?
yeah, so I did one set for a pro skater named Nathan Coe, Bev Up. And that's actually kind of like how I got like I looked at the Instagram insights or whatever like a while ago, and I got like 3,000 followers just off that post.
Wow.
And like, yeah, I don't like, it's so stupid though. You try to recreate it and never happens.
Yeah.
So like, but like I made a set for him and that's what I posted about. And I don't know if it was because it was for him, but yeah, I sent them out to him. I've had a couple of pro skaters like show up in the comments and be like, this is sick.
Yeah.
And I'm like, screenshot, send it to the homies.
You to Horigome, if you hear this, send us one of your X Games. Send us one of your X Games
so we can
wheels.
get our so we can get our sets of wheels.
I'll make you a free set.
But I think it would be like really cool, like some like Tony Hawk, just like, hey, yeah, man, I got a set of wheels. Like, would you like to like use them and like make some? And like that would be really
Legend.
crazy. Yeah,
I know.
a
Yeah,
legend,
it really
yeah.
would be super sick. I mean, obviously.
Yeah, and then as I think probably as the scene is getting bigger and it's starting to get more recognized by a lot of people, not just doing fingerboarding, because it's like there's a community, there's a niche for what you guys are doing, right?
Yeah.
And then now with the internet, it's such a broader thing. Like I didn't really know anything until Vic had told me, and I was like, that's still a thing.
Yeah.
And then I was like, okay, that's really cool though, because like as a kid, that's all I wanted to do. I want to play Beyblade or Tech Deck.
Yeah.
That's really it. And we'd be sitting down all day and just on our desk like this, waiting for the teacher to yell at us for grinding on our pencil.
Right. Too loud.
Yeah. It's like, what are you guys doing back there?
Yeah.
Dude,
So loud.
the corner of your textbook was made for that.
Yeah, for real.
No, the school was made for tech decks.
Yeah, bro. Notebook on the book.
The windowsill.
Yep.
Dude, to be a kid again.
You just wait. Now you're gonna go outside and like see fingerboard spots. You're gonna be like, that rock. That's a little quarter pipe. Right there.
I can fuck that up real quick.
Let me catch a clip right here.
Sometimes I'm just walking and by myself too. I'll just be like,
Yeah, dude.
you know,
You like visualize it.
We need to get you one, huh?
Dude, I'm kind of having a spiritual experience because like you're talking about like recycling these skateboard pieces. It's like the energy of the spirit and the spirit of the skateboard is in this tech deck.
Yeah,
you could do whatever
it wants
they
to
can.
keep skating.
That is so tender.
Dude, it's like fucking Shaman King, bro. It's amazing.
Stupid. I'm sorry. I'm trying to make some words out.
I can tell you
can't.
just
I can't.
It's fucking ridiculous.
So aside from the fingerboarding stuff, you're an engineer, and is that one thing that you came like you were in school, you're like, I'm gonna be an engineer, and then you just like, and then from that you just like, I can do this other stuff too.
Yeah, because so my job. So I'm a mechanical engineer. That's my day job. I work for the Air Force.
Oh,
But
okay.
the Air Force is like everything moves so slow.
Yeah.
So I have a lot of downtime and I work from home. And so I was like, I'm just kind of, I have like ADHD. And so I'm like, if I'm not doing something, I'm going to find something to do. Like I can't be idle. Like I can't just sit there. So I'm always tinkering, which is kind of why I got into fingerboarding. So like, oh, I just can mess around with it anytime.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then I just like, started messing around with stuff. I actually, right before this, I was kind of doing a side project. I was doing drones, like racing drones. And I like got really into that. That's like another whole community that's going on.
You're racing drones?
I did it pretty hard. Well, I never raced. I raced against a couple guys. There are a couple guys in Utah who did it like on ESPN.
So like
You guys never seen that shit?
You put your goggles on.
Dude, it's so
Wait, what?
Yeah,
Wait,
race. They
whoa.
literally drone racing. That's
Yeah.
what it is. You have a drone and you race them. But so there's regular drones that you see. You're like the ones that you go record with. But
Yeah.
legit. These are like legit
Like
flying
little
drones,
little
that,
planes, like little ass.
Yeah.
There are 4 motors.
Yep.
And there's a little camera on the front that shoots video to your goggles so you can see
Yeah.
where you're going.
You're
so you
fuck-
put
You're piloting.
Oh,
Yeah.
shit!
You guys never seen
It's
this?
so cool.
Dude,
Dude,
No.
it's super fun.
That's awesome.
This is amazing.
3 a.m. in Vegas when you have nothing to watch, it's just randomly on.
So
Is
does-
that or cornhole? That's what I would be watching on ESPN.
Drone Racing League or
yeah.
cornhole.
Yeah, that's what's
Damn,
on.
That's so next level. That's like
just put some.
Yeah.
That's
Super
just
amazing.
reminds me of Star Wars.
Yeah.
They're like freaking flying the planes.
Everyone
Yeah.
loves to do a trench run with the drone stuff. Everyone's
Yeah.
like trench run. But
So-
yeah, I was doing that pretty hard. And that was really sick. Kind of same thing, like 3D printing, engineering, all this stuff. But it was like, it's pretty competitive. And
Yeah.
like, I got into the videography aspect of it and I suck at editing. And then all of a sudden, all these like 20-year-old kids, I was like, I don't know, my late 20s, came out and they were like good at Instagram and editing. And I'm like, oh shit, okay. I guess I'm done with this. But I mean, I still do it for fun, but I like, it just felt really competitive and I just kind of backed off it. And then the fingerboard stuff happened. But yeah, I'm always kind of doing something. So
That's crazy.
And
Because
oh,
this
sorry,
is
go
not
on.
just normal things that people are just thinking about when they're at home.
Yeah, like what?
You know, it's like oh yeah, I could do fingerboarding and then also make my own wheels, but also drone race on the side too.
yeah.
And you make all those? You make your own drones too?
Yeah, I built them. Yeah.
Oh my god.
That was,
No.
but like it's
That is
because that's the
amazing.
fun part of it, and like
Yeah.
the same thing with
Yeah.
fingerboarding is like, so I like started with a drone that I didn't really have to build, and I was like, yeah, this is fun. But then I was like, I'm bored of just flying. I want to build it. I want to crash it and build it. And like same thing with fingerboarding. I'm like, yeah, I can do a kickflip now, but now how do I make some wheels? Like that's just kind of my personality type. So
Have
That's
you
a
ever,
cool personality
Yeah, it's
trait.
a great.
I know.
Yeah.
Like, well, have you ever? How do you feel about the robot battles?
oh, those are sick.
Yeah.
Yeah, I watch those all the time.
Would you do that?
Oh yeah.
Those are sick
Those are
too.
crazy. I think about it because everybody's like they're all engineers, of course, but they're building these crazy machines that have different abilities. Like some shock them, some freaking clap them, some
Some
spin.
have saws.
Yeah.
I'm like,
Just-
dude, these guys are geniuses. So I would love to see because I watch those on TikTok.
Yeah,
I
those
do
are
watch.
so
I do
I
watch
used to
these.
watch them on TV all the time.
Same here.
Yeah.
One of my things that I got really bad into was so I was in a rabbit hole and I got into electric maze racing.
Electric.
So you know mice, right? They're just like they run through the maze and you got to figure out the center. But it's now people are programming this like little fake mice to go through the whole
and
maze.
They follow the painted line, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
And it's like I really got really deep into it, and it was like in Japan they host a competition every year.
Yeah.
How
sick! You guys
How
gotta see
realistic
those.
do the mice look?
No, they're not real. It's not realistic. It's not.
It's just like a little robot car, but
Yeah,
it
I know.
goes so fast.
I don't want to see no
Yes,
mice.
he
Fuck
doesn't.
that
He doesn't
shit.
like rodents.
Yeah, he doesn't like rodents.
It's a phobia, P. I can't control
I
it.
told you don't like it. I'm not.
I can't control it, guys.
Yeah, you can.
No, I can't.
That's real.
Don't
Mice
get
are kind
into
of
it.
creepy.
Yeah,
I don't know what it
hamsters,
is.
too?
Bro.
Everything.
Hamsters. Well, so there's definite no-goes, right? There's like a rat, a possum, and mice. Those are definite no-goes. I can't look at them.
Squirrels.
Squirrels make me uncomfortable. What? Well, see, there's a second tier where it's just like,
There's a pyramid of fear.
yeah, there's ones that's like, oh, you give me the heebie-jeebies, but
Like,
I don't.
I'm okay
And
with
it's
that.
been like this since you were a child.
Yeah. But then there's a third tier where it's like look at you, I'm not gonna touch you though.
and that's where like hamsters and like
Hamsters, guinea pigs, ferrets. Like I'm kind of down with the ferret for some reason.
What about like a
That's
flying?
so fun.
Like what, like a
flying squirrel is a second tier. It's just like give me heebie-jeebies. Chinchillas also I don't fuck
You're
with.
such a weenie,
Dude, chinchillas are fucking creepy, bro. Have you,
Have you
looked at
seen the
one?
little cute, like sugar gliders that
Fuck
like
those
hang out
guys.
in
Yeah,
the
you don't
pocket?
fuck with sugar
Yeah,
gliders?
dude, they'll fuck anything that's fast as fuck. Like, bro, I'm not letting that shit touch me. He's like, "Ew." I'm like, oh fuck. Dude, I can't. And my friend had a chinchilla. They would put it on my shoulder. I'm like, what are you doing? You will kill him. I can't.
I'm gonna catch a squirrel one day. Fucking.
but he's fine with that.
So the squirrel, I'll just like stare it down and be like, how close you coming? Stay where you are.
Oh
But
my god, there's
How
no
close?
way, bro.
Oh, there's a way.
Like you, like
fucking
you,
a rabbit. Have you ever seen a rabbit open his mouth?
yeah,
Yeah, that's
Fucking
that's
disgusting.
They're gross,
That's
yeah.
freaky, yeah.
they're gross.
I never want to fucking see that shit.
Yeah, and
ever
you never
again.
do that again.
I told you, bro. I
I
told
get it,
you.
dude. I get it now. I get why he's scared, dude.
Sorry.
I mean, I'm scared of that.
I'm just yeah.
Do you, man?
So it seems like you do a lot of cool stuff, and like you have like interest in a lot of like things that people don't usually have interest in because maybe you have the background to be able to do stuff like that, right?
Yeah.
It's like, do you have like any other hobbies that, or do you want to do anything else that you can maybe think of?
I mean, robot fighting, right?
Yeah,
He said that's
fighting.
not his vibe.
Yeah, that's the kind of thing though. Like all of these hobbies I've had, I didn't really see them coming. You know, just kind of like all of a sudden I was like, oh, I'm really into this. All of a sudden, I was really into RC cars. I don't know if that's an RC car, but it looks
Yes.
like one. But yeah, I was really into RC
got a
cars
drift
for
car
a
right here.
while. Yeah, so like I feel like I would still be into that. So
Yeah.
It's so fun though.
Yeah.
It is.
Especially like
miniature stuff.
yeah. And then plus as a kid, those ones were especially for like RC cars. You don't get them very often. When you do, they're like little crappy ones that we always end up breaking. But now I just want to. Now we have these, and we're racing them around like the last sneaker con that we're on,
sick.
and everybody was like, "Dude, that's freaking awesome."
This kid tried to buy it from us.
No,
So
how
we
much?
sell-
He's like, how much?
We sell clothes and we do a little pop-up
Yeah.
events as well. But we had it just as display because we had a mechanic jacket. And we're just really
Yeah.
big fans of Fast and the Furious.
Yeah.
And so we just wanted to have something there. And this is like 2 cars from Fast and the Furious. And we're like, yeah, this would be fun just to have there. And then this kid's like, can I just buy this? I'm like, no, sir. You don't even know who drives this.
It's like, don't tell them it's at Target. You could have upcharged them. Damn, we could have got another one.
Yeah.
That one
Missed
holds-
opportunity.
It
Oh,
holds
oh my
weight.
God.
It holds weight, bro. Like I said, it's spiritual. That
Yeah,
one
dude.
has, that one has something. That
Sentiment.
I just imagine Han was in there when I first drove it.
you know, that's what it was.
Yeah.
Donuts. Now we gotta just make RC cars.
Do you remember where this car's from?
Yeah,
Toretto drove it.
Fast and
Don
Furious.
Toretto
Furious
Dom
7.
There you go.
It
family.
got real quiet for this. I got real scared. I was like, I'm pretty sure it's fucking Furious 7, guys.
He's like, there's 3 other guys in the room.
I don't want to be a poser right now.
So as your page is getting like, as insights on it are pretty getting are really well, right? Because when the one thing we do is like we kind of go do our research, seeing what's doing well, and like seeing going back on your past stuff, so we can kind of like figure out who we're gonna speaking with. And just like looks like you're getting a lot of people on there, like a lot of, and it's just like a lot of people not even in the community just think this thing's so cool.
Yeah.
And like you're doing an amazing thing for your community and like have this outreach now. Do you Do you guys have like a place where like there's newcomers that want to come in? Like, do you guys have a place where you can teach or like learn stuff?
No. So like that's the thing.
Yeah.
I mean, there's like a lot of. It's pretty much just like YouTube videos. Like,
Yeah.
there are tons of YouTube videos on like this how you kickflip a fingerboard or whatever.
Yeah.
And there's a lot of like YouTubers that are like targeting, targeting that sounds so bad. But yeah, targeting like beginner fingerboard
Yeah.
and like really like entry level stuff. So there's like some of it out there. But that's the other thing is like kind of like with all this stuff, like you don't know who's into Beyblades or
Yeah.
who's into fingerboards. You just have to like the internet's great for that. It's hard to like find them in person. So that's like what we're trying to do with the Utah thing. But still, I've heard from people that are like, I kind of want to go to the Utah meetup, but it's kind of intimidating. And I'm like, oh shoot, like I didn't think it would be intimidating. It's just supposed to be for fun, but there are a lot of really good guys there. And but yeah, I think it would be cool to have like a more welcoming, like entry level focused thing sometime for sure.
Amateur skate league, huh? Just like have an amateur night maybe once a month and just
Totally.
That's a lot of pressure. It's all like just like it's more competition based, right? So everybody's kind of going one at a time trying to land the best trick. That is honestly that would be nerve wracking.
Well, I mean, like there's like a lot of time where it's just kind of sesh time.
Okay, yeah,
Like,
yeah.
we
gonna
have-
freestyle it.
and not
That's
everyone
good,
has
yeah.
to join the skate game either. It's like optional. But like what I really want to do is do like farmers markets and just like show up with like a skate
Ooh.
park. Not even to sell
That's a
stuff,
great
just to like
idea.
get people into the community.
Out in the sun,
Yeah, like
fingerboard, big
Foot
ass, just
traffic.
fucking,
Yeah.
just big ass spark.
because
That'd
people are
be
gonna just
crazy.
walk by and see
Like,
a
what the fuck is
miniature
that?
skate park and be like, "What?"
And then
Especially
just sit there and watch.
Just, like,
'cause it's
loan
gonna-
it out.
Yeah, that'd
Be like,
be
"Hey,
so
come on,
sick.
come try it out."
Yeah.
Imagine like the
Here,
kids
try.
that walk
Come hit my
by
vape.
and then they're like, maybe they don't want to hit your vape.
It does feel like kind of creepy though. I'll have to have some like I'll have to have my siblings that are younger, like it'll look less creepy.
There's just like there's a friggin' circle.
Come into the tent.
There's like
Shut the
clouds
door.
That's terrible.
No, dude, the farmers market would be perfect.
I think it would be
So much foot traffic.
or like drum circle that they do at
Liberty?
Yeah, that would be. No, I'm just saying though. They would.
oh
that would-
they do like a little farmers market there too, like
They
on
do.
Wednesdays and stuff
they
where people
yeah.
do like okay.
Like drum circle on Sunday, Liberty Park. They have stuff every Sunday. Bunch of hippies, I guess.
So you're saying we should start a drum circle, yeah?
Let's do it. Count me in.
I would. Do you think? I think if you could get a portable skate park, I think that
Oh,
idea
dude.
would be.
I got one.
Oh, okay.
That was the second park I built. I never got there, but yeah, the second one I made was I was like, I want to be able to bring this to meetups.
Uh-huh.
First one is obviously not movable; it's on a rock.
Right.
But the second one, yeah, I was like, I want it to be lightweight but still sick. So I have one of those. Yeah, and I'll take it to meetups and just put it on a
How
plastic
big?
table.
How big is it?
It's like 2 feet by 4 feet. You get like
Okay.
5 or 6 people around it.
Okay, yeah, that's pretty good.
So I mean, it looks cool. You can obviously just bring like ramps and rails and stuff and set them out on a table too. But
Fair.
the skate park
Damn.
looks cool. It's way
He said it
like,
actually
attract
looks
people.
like a.
Yeah, because people would be like, huh?
No,
No,
yeah,
dude.
okay.
I think like once you build up a collection, it's gonna be like you're gonna create like the new train set.
Yeah.
Like we're gonna be like in our 70s. It's like, what does Grandpa have downstairs? It's a skate deck. Man. It's like a skate park.
It's a whole
but for
ass
your
park.
finger.
Yeah, it's a whole ass park but for your finger.
Just imagine telling people that like in the future is like, what were they doing back in the day? Skating with their fingers?
There's so many little things that are going on at all times.
Yeah.
It's so crazy.
Too many niches to even think of.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, the most thing I think most niche thing I like Muppets a lot.
That's sick. I'm into Muppets.
That's like the like that. I don't know. It's so cool to see people like all like this fingerboard thing. It reminds me of like the YuGiOh culture too.
Yeah.
That one's still going strong. Like all the trading card
Yeah.
like
Trading
hobbies.
cards will live forever, honestly.
I had to
Yeah.
back out. Dude.
But the way that they are now, I think they're crazier than when we were younger in the sense of
Absolutely.
how people open that shit.
Yeah.
Like,
Oh yeah.
Well, it's 'cause it's like
Unpackaging.
the millennials now, like the people on like
I
like
used to-
people who have some money to
Yeah, yeah,
to
yeah,
spend
yeah,
on
yeah.
like the nice cards and I don't know.
Yeah.
and now
Take
people are
good
singing a
pictures.
Charizard over $200,000.
I used to watch that all
Yeah.
the time though, like 2010, 11. That was a thing still, like
Mhm.
pack opening.
Yeah.
I would watch them because I
Okay.
couldn't afford that shit.
I didn't know. Yeah, that's
Yeah.
I stole one of my buddies who's like he was really into YuGiOh cards and I'm like, hey, fingerboards. And it like took me a couple of tries, but now he's into it. He's like kind of selling his YuGiOh cards to buy fingerboard stuff. I'm like,
Oh shit!
there's like collector fingerboard stuff too. There's like some decks that will sell for like $500.
Really?
Just because like homie can't make very many and they're like hard to get and stuff and people like upsell them and
And they're made out of like elven wood or something.
no, they just made out of normal wood. But it's just like it's got his name on it.
That's crazy.
Makes sense. Because also on yours, like people, I did see like there's like a market for what you do too.
Yeah,
Like,
there's some reseller stuff because
Yeah.
I can't
Yeah.
keep up with it.
but it's also cool to have like a little market because there's a demand for it,
Yeah,
right?
Yeah.
But yeah, like just to hear like that how well you're doing from it, like or how well invested people are into like wanting something so niche, right? And like making something more personal because the fact that you're working hard at it to get these to people, and you just have like
Yeah.
just hundreds of wheels now, and like people are just wanting more stuff.
It's honestly so cool.
It's
Yeah.
so cool.
It's like it's so fucking cool.
They're handcrafted.
Yeah.
Like that's the craziest part.
Blood,
to me.
sweat, and tears in these fucking wheels.
Yeah, dude.
genuine blood sometimes.
Yes.
Yeah. Like,
He's like,
I've had some
"Shoot."
injuries.
You got a splinter on your finger, like a crazy one.
Dude, the other day, this piece that I use, because I put it on my Dremel for the last step because it spins fast. This little metal piece just went, and I heard it go past my ear. I wear like glasses, but I swear it would have gone through my glasses and just like into my eye socket and dead. I don't know for sure, but it freaked me out. It, like I was like done for the day. I'm like, I'm going inside. I'm gonna like hang out with my kid. Like it was stressful.
He's like, I could have died.
Yeah, I don't know, but it freaked me out.
This is like the moment, like Final Destination.
Yeah, I was gonna say that.
Around this house is like,
So where it's already loose wires or hanging
But for
portraits.
me, I just thought of Butters. You got a ninja star in his eye.
yeah,
But
one of the
Butters,
South
bro.
Park episode.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
So you kind of do a bunch of cool stuff with that. And you have what do you do for your leisure time then?
Yeah, that's a good question. I mean, that's like, so I talk to my wife about this a lot because I'm pretty busy with all this stuff. And it's hard because like my hobby time has kind of become wrapped up in this side thing, right? Like if I still was taking hobby time on top of this, I'd run out of hours in a day. So like, it's just kind of like my hobby time has become building up this brand and stuff. And that's like also kind of an interesting thing that I like haven't figured out quite yet is a lot of my like conversations on Instagram are with like friends, but it's like over my business account. And so it's like kind of hard to tell how much time I'm spending on this business, how much time I'm spending on my hobby.
Yeah,
I don't really want to like have to like separate it out and like be super granular with it. That sounds like it would take some of the fun out of it. But yeah, like I would say my hobby time is building this all up and making wheels and fingerboarding and stuff.
I mean, the
I
nice
like
thing
that though.
is
It's just
you
like a
have-
part of your life.
you have compassion for it. So like that's the nice thing.
Yeah, that's a
about
great way to put it.
yeah,
Yeah.
I get it, man. Because like that's what I do 24/7. The whole I do podcasting Monday and Tuesdays. I edit the videos. I do the reels, and then on the side, I'm doing clothing stuff. It's all revolving around the business,
Yeah.
and how we can make it grow. And so
Yeah.
I feel it.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's all like supporting that, like whatever needs to happen here so that I can like continue doing this and make it. Yeah, totally.
Yeah, man. It teaches me a lesson because sometimes I'm a little too granular. Like I space things out, and it's like okay, I'll make time for this, and then I have this, and then I have this, and then I have this, which is kind of it's nice to hear you say that too because it just makes it seem less of weight, I guess. It's just like it's just a part of your life because that's how you should see it because it really is because we talk about it on the podcast a lot when you're not. It brings you happiness when you are doing it.
Yeah.
You know. So I think that's it's important for anybody to know, just
Right.
in case they're feeling that weight.
Yeah. Well, and there are definitely like days where I'm like so stressed about this. I'm like, I'm just done. Like today, I just want to be done. And it's kind of like nice that I have this like community of people who are hoping that I'll make wheels, and also this community of people who are like on the team or whatever, like a part of this brand, because I'm like, I can't give up for them.
Yeah.
I'll just like take the day off or whatever. But yeah, like it surprises me how stressful it can get. Like not the other day, like a month ago, someone like scammed me out of like $170 or something.
Damn.
It was like this whole thing. And I was just like, I'm done.
Yeah.
Like people are just bad people everywhere. But like that was just how I was feeling that day. And it's always hard. Like it's crazy how quickly I'll forget about all the people who are supporting me, you know what I mean? So sometimes I just have to like remind myself like, yeah, it's worth it. And like kind of take a step back and remember like why I started in the first place.
Looking
And
at that
it's
bigger
really
picture.
So fun. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, it can be like the ups and downs, right?
Yeah, it's anything when you're creating something, I guess. It could be fucking hard some days. Even when I was talking to one of my coworkers today, they're like, sometimes we're human. Sometimes all we got is 20 today.
Yeah.
Like, so it definitely speaks volume for sure.
Yeah.
This is where we usually get to the weird parts of stuff, where he usually asks conspiracy stuff.
There's no fingerboard conspiracies.
No, there's no fingerboard conspiracies.
I don't think so.
They're not like
There's no haunted fingerboard?
There's one. No. There's a guy who has a significant other who's like an OnlyFans person, and he makes content with her, and it's pretty like explicit, like not enough to get taken down from Instagram. And there's like a discourse going on. It's like, is this okay for fingerboarding? Because fingerboard is kind of a kid thing, and also like
He's fingerboarding on OnlyFans?
he's fingerboarding on his girlfriend.
Oh,
On
wait,
OnlyFans.
And she's wearing her OnlyFans outfits, if you know what I'm saying.
oh my God.
Yeah, it's like it's pretty like it's
Oh my
pretty
God.
like out there.
Innovative.
Oh my God.
Yeah, I mean, like, it works for him, and that's kind of what he said. He's like, it works for her, it works for me, and it works for her. Like she gets
But I
like,
get it.
but everyone's kind of like, oh, it's a little weird,
Yeah,
man.
That's, I'm conflicted right now. I
I know Moose's
it
face
started
was like,
adding up. I was like, he's tech decking on OnlyFans?
she's
Yeah,
butt
look,
naked or she's
but-
in lingerie, and he's
Exactly.
just
Yep, pretty much.
The icing on
hitting
the
that,
I
cake.
mean, they got like quarter
Hit-
pipes, you know.
hitting that freaking.
There's like a juxtaposition that's making me feel real uncomfortable right now.
hitting that freaking.
And that's the like it was a big women's rights argument because it was like,
Oh, really?
can she just do this because that's what she wants to do with her
It's consent.
body? You know, yeah, she's
Yeah.
consented, or is it like, I don't know.
Dude.
It was kind of an interesting
You
conversation.
gave us a juicy one right there.
There you go.
That was tight.
Uh,
Yeah.
That was an experience.
they're saying that. Were they really saying that? I'm like, why does it matter? Like, it's their choice. Like, just let
It's
them do
kinda
that.
harmless,
I get
but
it.
also
I
it's
get
kinda
it.
crazy.
Like, for sure, censor it, whatever. Don't have kids watch it. That's why there's things like that, anyways. Like, you have your kids watch Family Guy on TV, anyways, and they say some wild shit on
I
that.
don't know.
I'm saying though,
No,
like,
no, I agree with you, but it's just like
it's an interesting conversation topic,
because
right? You
kids
could go
got
on.
phones, man.
of course,
Yeah.
That's your job as a parent. I'm sorry.
100%, and I agree with you.
It's got nothing
But
to do with me.
Kids are kids, and kids are smart.
Of
They'll
course,
figure
I
out
was
a
a
way to
kid
get it out
once
of-
too. I still am.
Exacto mundo.
I did some wild shit.
Me too.
Still does some wild shit.
Hello.
Would you like to talk about No, that was a fucking juice. I didn't know that there was even any controversy.
Wow.
on-
Yeah, there you go. That's the only
Fingerboards.
thing I could think of for like.
So you don't have any, you don't like, how are you feeling about, oh, here's one.
Okay.
The solar eclipse, there was a bunch of like,
Oh god.
there was a lot of fear mongering going on. And you know, you guys know what I'm like excited for the apocalypse, not because I'm suicidal or anything,
Right.
but it's just an exciting thing.
It's
Like
wild.
imagine, like some people get raptured, but some people don't. Like, you know, I want to see how it plays out, or whatever.
Yeah.
Right. But then I was like, I heard all this stuff going on just like TikTok, freaking Instagram. If you go to the deep dark parts of YouTube, there's some crazy guys talking. But I came, like the day came, watched it, nothing happened. So, well, how do you feel about like? How do you feel about? Sorry, that was terrible. I like totally. Just
Where are we
confused.
going?
I'm going all crazy. Okay,
Wait, we're about to find out.
Yeah.
How do I feel about?
let's just flip it. Fuck it.
Oh my god.
No, I'm on. It's on point. Okay.
Okay.
How do you feel? Like when you think about the apocalypse, what do you think about?
There we go.
Deaf.
Oh, I just think humans are gonna just like ruin the earth.
Oh,
Like
fair enough.
Oh, okay.
humans are gonna ruin the earth. I swear, COVID was like the earth trying to be like, yeah,
Heal
like
itself.
humans are,
Yeah.
humans are a virus. We gotta wipe these people out. We're like,
Yeah.
no, we're good. We're good.
We'll figure it out.
Yeah. So I don't know.
We'll
if
kill
it's
each other off before.
Yeah,
you don't
I
have
think
to do
that
it.
might be what it is.
Yeah.
Yeah,
man.
I don't want to say any trigger.
Well, okay. We did an icebreaker before, and we talked about what universe we would live in. So let's talk about post-apocalypse universe that you think you would be able to survive.
Survive.
Yeah, that if you had to go through,
Oh fuck.
that you could, but make sure it's hardcore. Make sure it's like something that
It's
you
like,
like.
so
man.
like I Am Legend type shit.
Yeah,
Not like the Last Man on Earth. Type
Or
shit.
like fucking A Quiet Place type shit.
yeah.
I would be
die.
dead.
Quiet place. That'd be too hard.
I'd be
If
fucking
fingerboarding-
dead, bro.
no,
You
yeah.
hear my nose, bro? I'm fucking
kickflip nose grind.
He's like, what is that noise?
He's like,
Gotta do it. I'm like,
Oh, look at this cool ass spot.
I give it one kickflip.
he's like, here's like a rock tapping.
He's like has a silencer on his wheel, so it's
Oh
like,
god, he made his own
condenses-
so there's
Yeah,
silence.
that's what I
Yeah,
get
it condenses the noise.
He's tech decking on sand.
Hey,
I got you.
that's
I got
basically
you.
just boarding at this point.
Yeah.
You got to stay alive and live your passion.
Okay.
No,
So you can't
wait,
live in a quiet
wait,
place. You can't do a quiet place.
Wait, we said we couldn't
yeah.
live there. What can you live through?
yeah.
Man. Why are we looking?
You look like you're
Bro, I don't think I can live in fucking any
I know.
of them.
I'm thinking the same thing. But if
There's
you
that-
wanted to choose,
Because
there's
I Am
that
Legend,
one-
I'm fucked.
Lovers and Monsters, the one with Dylan O'Brien.
Great
I think I
movie.
can live through that one.
Lovers and
I'm
Monsters.
having a brain fart. What's the one that's about a video game that just came out not that long ago? It was the zombie
Last
one.
of Us.
Yeah, Last of Us.
Yeah.
I feel like I
Oh,
could
the
do
show?
Last of Us.
Oh, that would be a pretty easy one too.
Yeah.
I think I could live through
A
that.
Walking Dead.
No, not Walking Dead. Those zombies are kind of like on crack.
Dude,
Or no, okay.
it's like
Walking
this-
Dead. My problem with Walking Dead is that they killed off too many people too fast, and I couldn't stay into it. I think that was my issue.
But then isn't that part like I didn't watch it, but isn't that part like
neither.
what it would feel like?
No, well,
Because
okay.
Game of Thrones, it'd be like, and you're like, oh shit.
I just imagine like going through it, and I was like, why are we killing each other off? And then I imagine it again. I'm like, I should have killed you off.
Yeah. Oh my God.
Because I always I used to bring this up with my brothers and sisters when we were younger. They were like, what if a zombie apocalypse happened right now? I'm like, I'm killing you. I'm killing you. Hey guys, I'm not trying to kill people, but like during a zombie apocalypse, like I just gotta get the weight off of me. Like I couldn't live through
You're
seeing
dead.
that turn.
You're dead. Wait to me.
Yeah, I just couldn't live through seeing them go through it.
Yeah.
You know, because my little sister gets bit. I'm like, I told you.
Told your ass. Told your ass to stay over there and not come with me.
So I get out.
Yeah. So
yeah.
okay, mine was Lovers and Friends or Lovers and Monsters, and
What
then
is that? I've never seen that.
Lovers and Monsters is one where
It's
like
kind of a low key one.
it is low key. It was on
O'Brien?
Netflix. Yeah,
Really?
it's a really good one. Because like
Bill
they
O'Brien,
go
so-
underground and like they live in this like this den.
Wait, does he have a dog?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think I seen that clip.
Yeah.
And there's a monster that goes to the ground.
There's a bunch of monsters. There's monsters
but-
everywhere.
But like
yes.
he jumps out, he throws a grenade. That
Yeah.
I seen that clip. Okay,
Yeah. So,
that's
but they
the
put
same
this
one.
movie.
they put
Yeah.
this fear in them where like they couldn't go and fight these monsters, and then he's in love with this girl, so he's trying to go find her, and then he finally gets on a radio, and he's like, Amy, and that was her name, and then he's like, I'm gonna go find you, and she gave him the coordinates, and like, he really went out into the world and like fought these monsters and like
What a
ran
real
it.
ass.
Yeah.
What a real ass dude. Love
story, dude.
I don't want to spoil it. For you
Love
'cause
always wins.
Love prevails. There you
Love
go.
always wins.
It doesn't though.
it does.
Reality
It
check.
actually,
But if it didn't win,
He pulled up and
If
she
it
was.
didn't-
He pulled up and she was like, "Nah, I was just kidding. Like I don't love you anymore."
she's like, I like someone else.
So love doesn't prevail.
fuck you.
No, you got
I ain't even gonna watch that shit anymore.
you got to watch
Spoiler
it.
alert.
They're
Spoiler
like,
alert.
but he's like, it's okay.
Yeah.
You know, I don't want to spoil anything. The best part is the end. I'm gonna tell you that.
Yeah, because when it ended.
Yes.
Oh, she gets
Yeah.
off by one of the monsters. I would love that.
Close enough. Close enough.
she's nice.
Not nice enough.
Yeah. All right. That was
way.
that's my world.
I don't
So
know.
Last of Us,
Zombieland.
Zombieland would be.
Zombieland.
Yeah.
That'd be fun too.
Yeah.
I can live through that.
I could do
I
Zombieland.
want to get high with Bill Murray.
Yo.
Before
That would be
or
fun,
after
man.
he gets killed.
Oh, when he got killed, I actually was like, what the fuck? God, I just barely got my man in the movie.
You guys said hardcore. These Zombieland's not hardcore.
Well,
That's pretty hardcore. They
no,
were like,
Zombieland's pretty hardcore.
They just start
Okay.
laughing during it.
okay,
yeah.
fair
Yeah.
enough.
It's,
Because
so
there's
you
a
can
lot
think
of
of
rules.
funny ones that are hardcore, like the Lovers and Monsters. Like it's pretty hardcore when you don't understand the universe, right?
I can't think of a
Well,
movie. World War Z. Psych.
Oh, yeah, you're dead.
I'm dead.
You're
World War
dead.
Z.
You can't
There's
survive.
an ocean of them. Yeah, I'm fucking dead.
I would survive Warm Bodies for sure.
I didn't watch Warm Bodies. Man.
I would survive that for sure.
You just fall in love with a zombie and come back
So
to
make a
life.
zombie fall in love with me.
And then come back to
Hello.
life.
Yeah.
Hello.
Love prevails.
Yeah. Love prevails. Love prevails in that one.
Well, you can't think of one? I'm trying to think of one.
I'm
for
putting you in Resident Evil because you can't think of one.
Oh, I would live there as an evil.
I feel like you would be able.
Resident Evil is pretty hardcore. Bro.
Devil May Cry. Me.
Yeah. I'll join you right there, bro.
He said-
I want to wear trench coats. That's not really post-apocalyptic, though. That's just gothic
I mean, it's still like,
and emo.
what's post?
This is not post-apocalyptic.
Is Silent Hill post-apoc? I wouldn't say that either.
Post-apo-
No, because it's in a
not.
different
It's just a
world.
different- yeah.
Universe.
I'm trying to really think now, bro. Fucking
See, you guys,
District
you guys are
9.
You guys are the filmy guys. I don't really recall half these movies. And
Okay, you did.
Okay,
Yeah.
you're done.
fair enough. Fair enough.
You haven't done your research, apparently.
There we go.
So here's my thought, though. If it was a zombie apocalypse, I just go up north.
Just get away from
Do you know where North
yeah,
is
they're
at?
good at...
Yeah, can you point north right now?
Okay, well, okay, so this house. So this house. All right. So this is west, right? So the north is this.
There you go. Good job.
I have to
You
make
guys
sure.
think I'm so stupid.
No, we don't think you're
No, we don't.
stupid.
You guys
but-
think I'm so dumb.
Hey, I'm so proud.
They
Four
don't
times 4.
16. But
You got to give me more than that. It's a lot of pressure. I told you I'm not good at math.
I just said this. We're not calling. we
North
never
is
called
not
you-
a math question, okay?
It's a direction.
Choose a better subject.
but you
Math
can't
is
you
the
can't
best
read
subject.
either. though.
Yeah, you can't say he's an engineer.
You can't
I
read.
ain't no engineer.
But you can't read anyways.
I could read. I can't spell.
Oh, okay.
I read.
Oh.
Guys.
I didn't know Pete was gonna roast you the whole episode.
What?
Yeah.
Your fear
Because
of
I came
rodents.
after him yesterday when we didn't record.
Ah.
Okay?
I I can't remember.
You little spicy. Jeez.
I don't remember.
So let's go in back. We asked for the questions already, but so with the future of tech or like not fingerboarding and stuff coming in really fast, do you see yourself in a place where like you want to keep doing this at the moment?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Totally. Yeah. I mean, at the minimum, I just want to keep doing it. Like I said, like as a hobby, is like this art.
Right.
I have been talking to, it's kind of still in the works, but I've been talking to a local company about like starting their own fingerboard brand. So I might be involved with that. And that would be more like a larger scale type thing. So I do really want to be involved with it as much as I can, because I do think it's just such a cool like hobby. It's like, you know, you're taking like the fidget spinner that popped off, like people love tinkering or like fidgeting, I guess.
Yeah.
And then you just like add an aspect to it where you can actually like get better. You know, like there's stuff you can like figure out and whatever.
So at this point in time in your life, as of right now, is this something you would love to have as a full-time thing for yourself?
I think it'd be super cool. I mean, like right now it doesn't work.
Of
like,
course, right. But if this were
everything.
to,
But yeah, if it became an option and like it was a little more stable, then yeah, I think I would totally go for it.
sick.
Yeah, that
That's
sounds
awesome.
really cool.
Just a fingerboard empire.
Doesn't that sound
Run it.
awesome?
Yeah.
Yeah. What I'm thinking, and they're gonna probably steal, but like you better not like any like Louis Vuitton. They're gonna make $1,000
Like a little accessory.
tech deck.
Yeah.
You got to beat them to it.
It happened. Was it Louis Vuitton? Some luxury brand. I think it might have been
It,
Louis
it
Vuitton.
probably was just because
They made some decks
Mhm.
and they had like a little like golden skate park or something. I need to like go pull it back up because it was like
Bougie
it
ass.
was trippy.
Woo.
Yeah.
Yeah, they
already hopped on it.
They make everything, dude. A $800 paperweight is literally a thing.
That is
Yeah.
true.
I've seen those like,
$1,000,
TikToks where
yeah.
they're like, yeah, like,
$1,000 chopsticks. When I saw that,
Oh, they
I've
are
seen
like the
those too,
supreme of luxury.
It's
Yeah,
because
they
of the
do a lot of that
it's because
stuff.
of the Virgil era though, because he had a lot of skateboarding. That was the first time we made a skateboard. Or we,
He worked for.
I worked for them for a little
Yeah.
bit, but then it was
sick.
and then he was making like skateboard decks, Louis Vuitton skateboard decks. Like it was kind of crazy to see, and it was cool that I got to be there for that very short amount of time,
Yeah.
and get to see stuff like on hand because it was totally skateboard inspired, even like down to the graphic tees. It was
That's
crazy.
super sick.
Which even saying graphic tees in luxury right now is even kind of crazy. So
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you so you guys specialize in just the wheels, right? And then are you guys sort of plan on expanding the brand into like doing a full thing where you get a skate park from you guys and get a board?
Yeah,
Is that eventually
that's
something
sad.
where you can be a one-stop shop
Yeah.
for fingerboarding?
It would be super sick. I mean, like, yeah, that's totally like doable. It's all just time.
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Mhm.
So, and then the other thing is like, I have to decide, and this is something that I've struggled with, even talking to this company that wants to get into fingerboarding, is like, at what level do you like make it yourself because it's going to be way better versus kind of just have a supplier who can make it cheap
Yeah.
Mm.
and it's going to be all right, but it's going to be way cheaper. And you like, so like people don't want to spend $500 on a handmade fingerboard park and then like $100 on shipping or something like that's
Yeah.
crazy.
Yeah.
I mean, there are people, but it's a
Yeah.
way small group. Whereas if you
Yeah.
had something cheaper, you know, a lot more people would be interested, but it wouldn't have the quality. So that's something that's like kind of hard to figure out.
Ooh. Yeah, I was gonna ask a similar question. I was just gonna think if you were gonna do a one-stop shop, but it's the simple fact of I think massing it ruins like the uniqueness and the art to
Yeah.
it. But at the same time, it's like how are we gonna get more people to get involved in this?
Yeah.
Which unfortunately is gonna have to be a mass kind of thing. Not
Right.
from you, but like from everybody that wants to be involved in
Making
sense.
it accessible.
Yeah.
But you
Yeah.
guys kind of gave me like a really good idea that I've already kind of thought about a little bit, but like the workshop idea,
Yeah.
like
Mhm.
maybe the product I sell isn't, you know, either of those things, handmade stuff or cheap made stuff. It's in between and like teach people how to make it themselves.
It's fair.
Like, hey, here's how you can make your own skate park because shipping it's a pain.
Yeah.
But you can go home or like, you know, lots of people do like silicone molds for like concrete ramps and stuff.
Mhm.
So get those out to people to help them make their own stuff. I don't know.
Yeah. No,
It's a lot of direction.
We do
yeah.
have a lot of. I do have friends like in like weird businesses, and they and they like, but that's what they do. Like, I have a friend. He lives on Houston. He moved out there to do the rug making. You know how popular rug making became
Yeah.
over the last couple of years. But he, like in 1 year, he amassed 20,000 followers, and now he teaches like a wine night class where couples come and make rugs together. and they do the patterns for
that's
you and
lit.
everything.
Yeah,
But
that's so
Yeah.
sick.
in a way, you
That's
can
lit.
do something like that because there is a community that Utah is a weird place where there's not a lot to do, but there's a lot to do.
Wine and
Yeah.
wheels.
Yeah, wine and wheels. There
Wine
you
and
go.
Trademark. Hey, don't fucking take that. All right.
He's like, hold on, no wine because of Germany. He's like, people are gonna start burning their fingers off.
It's like juice boxing wheels.
Yeah, there you go. We want the kids to be here too.
Yeah.
Because kids are willing to learn anything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right. And I think it would be cool to open up
Kids
the
are-
environment to something like that. The community would just be like, I think the community would just take it with open arms, be like, wow, this is a really cool thing that we're
Yeah.
learning from someone that's, that took this as a fun part of his life.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You remember that stuff as a kid.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Especially like you come home, Mom made this myself. This is a good feeling.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what we think about a lot of stuff when we're making, like creating stuff, right?
Mm-hmm.
And that's where we're kind of, as adults, is like, man, it's still cool to us that we can still think like kids and then make it become real.
Yeah.
Right.
Totally.
Yeah.
Put that shit away, Jimmy. I don't want to see that.
I don't know these references, bro.
No, that was just me. Just
He's just yelling stuff.
yeah, I'm just yelling as your parent. Like I don't care what you made. Being a bad mom or dad.
I don't know. You're always saying stuff. I can only understand what you're saying.
Oh, okay.
I think there's something going on between you two. There's a few.
There's an energy. No, there
It's
is.
feeling intense.
Mercury's in retrograde right now, guys.
Mercury's drinking Gatorade.
I thought there was mercury in the Gatorade. I'm confused now. But yeah, no, we really enjoy what you do, and we were talking about like you making custom wheels for us or something like off the menu, like collaboration. So we can put something in the works. Our colors are like blue and white. If you have some like blue and white swirls,
swirl
dude, I think it would be cool just to have. So when you do the custom wheels, do you actually have a way to like paint on them?
So I can't do it I haven't figured out how to do it on the recycled wheels.
Yeah,
But I have a 3D printed wheel that I can do engravings on, and then I'll paint over it and wipe off the excess.
Oh,
might-
wow.
We still might need some of those too. though.
Like I don't know how you'd.
When I would put on a skateboard, we would do the whole thing. Like go get a custom. Like I'm pretty sure we can go through him, find one of his friends or
Right,
someone
right,
that's in the
right.
community that can make us something like that.
No, I get that. I'm just saying the wheels itself. Of course, they'd be white and blue. I'm just like, are you trying to make them say off the menu on there?
Yeah.
So,
Well,
on the
he
wheels?
said you can do engravings on the other ones.
Finest tip.
Look,
I have some. I
Yeah.
didn't bring them with me, but I have some
Yeah.
with like my logo on them.
okay.
See? But that's what I saw though. I saw.
Okay. Yeah. I didn't see that.
I was, you're saying he can't do it?
No.
Yeah, what are you saying? You don't believe in me.
Let's not end on that, please.
And that is episode 71.
God damn it! I was really hoping you liked me.
I really wanted one.
But no, like we just like when we were meeting creatives here in Utah and like having a space for it, we want to open up to everyone else here, and
Absolutely,
we'd like to thank you for coming on and like really sharing this with us because this is a different world that we never knew.
bro.
Right.
Like it's so different from what we have been doing, and once again, we want to highlight people like yourself where there's a niche in something that like people have interest in but have no idea like how to get involved or get started, and
Yeah.
it's just a great opportunity for us and yourself like to have this conversation because it's a whole new world for our viewers to like, oh shit, I think fingerboards are cool.
Yeah, even
Let's
when
try.
we heard it, we're
Yeah.
like, somebody's making fingerboards in Utah.
Yeah,
But then it was like, now that we like talked to you, like the engineering part comes in. I was like,
Yeah.
makes sense.
only
Yeah.
now it only makes sense to me that now only like an engineer can think this granular or like down
Yeah.
to the smallest
scale.
millimeter.
That is true.
We have there's a new wheel guy though in Utah, and there's at least like 2 or 3 or 4 like deck brands in Utah that are making sick stuff. So there's a lot of guys out there.
Okay.
Yeah, see.
Yeah, shout out
It's
to
a
you
pretty
guys though,
thriving.
like keeping the world creative though. Like
Yeah.
shout
Yep.
out to you guys for like thinking something like that and making it happen.
Yeah.
yeah.
Because now we want to get connected with wherever we can and like open this world up to everything else.
Totally.
So yeah.
We want you to see the world in color like we do. Just put a board right there. Just put.
You gotta send me a clip and I'll just green screen it out. And it's like,
Right, let's do it.
and now it's a commercial.
It fades
Dude
in.
guy.
Dude, guys,
Get your wheels
fingerboard.
Oh, that just brought back to me, dude. Back when we were kids, Tech Decks had the sickest commercials.
They did.
Oh yeah,
Like Saturday morning
Yeah.
cartoons. I just
Yeah.
thought about that.
There's always someone like really yelling.
Yeah. They had the beans. It's like, ride your Tech Deck guy on the Tech Deck.
Oh yeah, the little bee.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
I remember that shit.
Yeah, this commercial where she has a mice writing up on it. Okay?
Damn.
It's like, you ruined the moment for me, man.
It's not even Stuart Little. You guys don't even Stuart Little.
It's Ratatouille, actually.
He loves Ratatouille though.
I like
That doesn't make sense.
I like cartoon. I like cartoon rodents just fine.
Oh, okay.
He likes Pinky in the Brain.
It's because
He
they're
likes
not real.
Yeah. Pinky in the Brain, Mickey Mouse, freaking
Tom and Jerry. You love Tom
Bugs
and Jerry.
Bunny, Tom and Jerry. That's my guy. Yeah, and then
Well, there's two of them. Which one is your guy?
history there?
I just feel really passionate about this shit for no reason. But no,
I mean, there's
yeah,
a reason,
I
but
can appreciate cartoons, man.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah, we get it.
Okay.
Jeez,
Sorry. Don't yell at me.
did I yell? My bad. I'm sorry.
He's sensitive too.
And we're not gonna end it like that.
Yeah, don't worry. No, we're gonna end it with our segment here. Like we talked before the podcast, we have our segment where we give advice, or you give advice to our viewers. And yeah, chefs, what's your chef special?
Yeah.
So I've been thinking about this, and my chef special is creating a local scene for whatever you're into. Like I think, and I've actually talked to like a bunch of fingerboarder people out there. It's like, oh, there's no one who fingerboards near me. I'm like, yeah, there is. You just need to find them. So like what I did, and I think this would work for any hobby you're into, is like find a Reddit page, and like I did Reddit fingerboarding. I just posted like, hey, anyone in Utah, come hit me up. I just started posting on Instagram, like hashtag Utah, hashtag fingerboarding. Started posting on YouTube, like just posted anywhere I could, like TikTok, anywhere I could do it. And just like Utah fingerboard meetup, and just did that like 3 or 4 times for like each month back to back to do an event. And yeah, like I said, after that, everyone started telling their friends, and I got in touch with a bunch of people that way. So I really think like no matter what you're into, if it's niche and you think there's no one doing it by you, there probably are a lot of people doing it. You just have to like find the way. And not everyone's into getting to do their things in person. So like if that's not your thing, that's fine. But if it is your thing, then yeah, like there's probably other people out there who would want to do it in person, or even just have a virtual like group of people who are in their local area still. Yeah.
That's lit.
Yeah.
You can't find it, create it yourself, buddy.
Exactly.
If you build it, they will come.
Hello.
I'm serious.
It's true though, but it's true.
Yeah.
Because
Great
when
movie.
that goes back to us doing this whole podcasting, we didn't think that we would ever have guests. You know, no, it's true. We were just going to be.
I presented it to them. They're like, no, we're just going to do first couple episodes of just
We
us.
said 10 episodes of just us.
Yeah.
And then we didn't know how far it would get with having guests.
Yeah,
right.
We
That's
always
what it
knew
was.
we would have a guest. We didn't think it was gonna be like.
We didn't think it was
many.
be this format though.
Yeah,
Like we knew we would have guests, but we was going to be us 4 guys coming on here and talking about dinosaurs. And, you know,
aliens.
Yeah, alien. The
Ghost
first
stories.
Don't watch the first 10 episodes. It gets really bad. I hate
The
hearing my
first stuff
voice.
always sucks in any project.
But then when people go back, they're like, "Man, you guys are crazy." I'm like, "Yes, we
Go
were."
back and watch.
I'm glad we got past it because we didn't know how bad it was
and watch the growth.
until later on.
There is a lot of growth.
You got to respect the growth.
Yeah.
It's like, guys, don't do that. Just stay like last episode.
No, watch it all, please. We need the hours. Okay, go watch them.
If it has a guest on it, watch it. If it's us, be wary.
Be wary. If you're willing to just go out there and laugh, go watch us right now. But thank you for coming here and sharing your story with us. It was It was a real opportunity for us to sit down with you and like open up this community to us that we didn't know, and we love that you shared it with us here today.
Yeah.
And make sure May 25th. What was the place again?
It's Space Station event.
Space Station.
Details. Oh yeah. Let me plug, because this is like one thing, but let me plug the 801 Fingerboarding.
Yes.
It's at 801 Fingerboarding on Instagram is where we're most active.
Cool.
And we always post the meetup details there. So yeah. Check that out.
Make sure you guys check out everything out. I'll put everything in the description below. I don't know if you guys want to hit up Clark for wheels because he seems busy now, but get it while you can.
Yeah, before he gets too
busy.
Too busy, because he gonna get too busy.
Tony Hawk, have you seen this? Please send us some wheels.
Tony Hawk.
Yeah.
That would be
Sean Malto. Somebody. Ryan Sheckler. I don't know. Rob Deerdeck. Yeah, sure.
Dude,
He's like Rob Schneider.
Dance. No, never mind.
Whoa.
Too soon.
Too soon. Justice, man.
Yeah.
Justice.
Calm down, man. But yeah, once again, thank you for coming here and letting us banter too.
Yeah, this is fun.
Yeah,
Yeah.
thank
Cool.
you so
Thank
much.
you.
Yeah. But yeah, make sure you guys check them out. Make sure you check out the page and make sure you guys go to some meetups. Maybe you guys might get into it. And if you guys are into Beyblade, let's start a community too.
Yeah,
Same-
well, hey,
there you
I'm
go.
all for that too.
Yeah.
Check us out on our Utah Beyblades.
Yeah. I gotta go make that right now. I'm gonna go make
I'm
that.
gonna take my chef whatever.
I can't do a Beyblade, but I'll produce the show. We'll make sure.
Yeah,
you
yeah.
get
I
the
will come to
special
a
effects.
Beyblade thing.
Yeah.
That stuff is fun.
It is fun. It's just fun to watch.
Wait,
even if
he's
you're
gonna
not-
fucking make the fucking nuttiest.
I'm gonna have to
Beyblade.
make my first custom
Yeah,
one.
yeah.
We're gonna sit
Do
down
it.
This
together. and
guy's
just-
gonna be fucking
He's gonna have a hologram come out of the Beyblade, and it's like the spirit.
the spirit. The spirit.
Remember, it's like Bakugan, where you just throw it and
Yeah,
it just
bro.
jumps out.
Mars is in
I forgot about
retrograde.
Dude, it's gonna be the new WWE. Amazing.
WWE was crazy last night, by the way. But hey,
Hey,
was it last night?
WrestleMania,
Yeah, WrestleMania.
Monday,
Yeah.
or that was a Sunday.
Yeah.
It was Saturday, Sunday.
Yeah.
Yeah,
The Rock.
Hey man,
Hey.
that's what happened.
I just don't like seeing him in those outfits. I don't know. That's not him anymore.
Okay,
I
we're
like
gonna
when
end
you
it off
were-
with you guys beefing. But thank you once again for joining us here on Off the Menu Podcast.
Thank you.
Make sure you guys follow all the links below. We'll share everything that Clark is involved in, and make sure you guys try to just meet up because we're gonna make it there. We're
Yeah.
gonna make it there on May 25th. Okay,
Comment, like,
Uh,
and subscribe.
hey,
All right.
please get us to 500. We're
I'll
almost there.
smell you later.
We're almost at our year, guys.
Click the link.
We're trying to
Tap the bell.
Please.
We don't even talk about tapping the bell
Because I
yes,
feel like
get
it's
your
re-
notifications on.
man,
Yeah,
sure.
honestly, yeah. Put your notifications.
Yeah, do
on.
it.
Yeah. Actually, that's the first time. Yeah, actually, you better do that. Please.
maybe
So you
that's what
get
we're missing this
notified
whole
when we
time.
upload.
Yeah,
Yes.
Yes.
That's why
Um,
we love this guy, man.
yeah, man. We're gonna put him on our marketing team.
So you?
Yeah. But thank you guys for tuning in. Episode 71 Off the Menu Podcast.
Boom.
That's it. Peace out.
Be excellent. Be beautiful and be yourself. Play proper, stupid.
What he said?
We should have brought out your fingerboard for the ending sequence.
Do guys.